And we start with Magnus, who shows us where he's playing from. Looks indoors, not by the pool. That's a bit disappointing. But let's go. He's playing against a super strong Grandmaster. Almost 3,000 rating at Blitz. And it's the Sicilian Najdorf. Magnus not messing around. No more fun troll openings here. It's mainline stuff. This is what he plays when he really, really wants to win and really respects the opponent, Magnus Carlsen. This is going to be a very fun game. Henriquez, he's been one of the top players in his country for years already now. It comes out.
I think it's like pretty much always exciting to follow the Sicilian games.
Is that an opening you play yourself?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
With white, with black, with both?
With black, yeah. But I don't, there's so much theory. I don't really know the theories. I just play c5 and hope for the best. But
that's the best way.
Yeah. And with white, I like to do the f4 Grand Prix kind of stuff.
Okay, nice. Could still see some f4 action a bit later. But that means for now, I guess you're looking at Magnus' setup and trying to figure out quite what he's doing with that knight. Don't normally see that in the Sicilian, the knight going back. I guess he wants to come forward to the center where he's going to look at some nice squares, or go the other way where he's also looking at some outposts. Magnus, he's trying to make it a slow maneuvering game, which isn't always the way in the Sicilian. Do you find your Sicilian experience, it's normally quite chaotic, the positions?
Yeah, I feel like it's usually win or lose. I don't rarely get a lot of draws in the Sicilian. So either I checkmate or I get murdered, usually.
Either way, it's fun. And
yeah, it's much more fun, I think.
It's dramatic either way.
Yeah.
And Magnus taking a sip of his drink. And there we go. He trades off a set of pieces. The eval bar usually is on white side in these types of positions. That's because white has the furthest advanced pawn. Computers really like the space that this pawn gives. Kind of cuts the board in half. But ultimately, black doesn't have too many weaknesses. And if he can solve the question of what to do with this knight, maybe he doesn't want it to be captured, ruining the black pawn structure. Well, he does allow it. Big risk there from Magnus. I was going to say, if you move that knight, you're probably healthy. You're probably fine. But it does feel like he's trying to provoke the opponent now.
But it was taking long. I mean, he did have to make a move there as well and just go into something.
Yeah, and I thought a really easy natural move would be to move the knight away, attack the queen, keep it on a safe square. I know it's on the edge of the board, but now the big question is...
You're worried about capturing the knight and recapturing with the pawn there, opening so you can't castle? Is that it? Or is it doubling the pawns? Or what is it?
I think it's more about the castling, like you say. Like double pawns maybe are weak, but for now it's okay. But the main thing is that black will not be able to castle through the check.
Yeah.
If the pawn disappears from the f-file.
Now we can also see Henriquez Villagra. I mean, it does go to show as well that now he's playing against a classically 2600 plus rated player. This is now he's facing a true GM.
Exactly. Do you think it's chilly in that room because he was shaking his chair?
Well, it's
Chile.
in Chile.
It's in Chile. And okay, he doesn't play the best move, but this is a big moment. He's just thrown away a pawn. And he's invited Magnus to capture here. I wanted to play this move even without it capturing a pawn, hitting the white queen, of course, which just moved. This is a pure pawn sacrifice, and maybe the idea is to clear the path for white to open more lines against the black king. He's going for checkmate against Magnus, and if Magnus has one weakness, he doesn't have many, but if he does have one, then it is sometimes allowing the opponent to attack him. Full frontal attack here. He's got to push this pawn.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Is that because he overvalues his own defensive prowess, or?
Yeah, I think Magnus believes he can defend any position. Yeah. So often he'll take a pawn. Ooh, it wasn't the best move. I thought it was the most natural one. I don't blame him at all for this, but maybe allowing the black knight back wasn't the best after all. But yeah, Magnus, I think he takes pawns, he takes positional advantages and just believes he can survive. And usually he does, but occasionally a good attacker can get him. Queen takes pawn now would be met by the black bishop running out the way and taking white's pawn on this side of the board. So we could see a trade, or we could see the white queen move. He needs to keep the queens on the board. That's the main thing, though, if he wants to attack Magnus and win this game.
In our streaming studio, we have Ariantar, who's now playing against Piotr Brezina from also Poland. I mean, Poland students, they have so many players now. It's unbelievable.
They're all young and they're all so strong. And quick and dangerous. We have country standings here at Title Tuesday as well, and Poland are always in the top 5. They're super strong, normally led by Duda. And the top 5 scorers of each country get their points counted. Magnus is currently a pawn up. He has 3 pawns versus 0 on the right half of the board. So a queen exchange, and those pawns will promote. They'll become really strong later. But he's trying to bully his opponent with the queen exchange.
And just as importantly, he's more than a minute ahead on the clock.
Yeah. That tends to be the story with Magnus. Same with Hikaru.
Yeah.
No matter how bad their position, they've always got a minute extra, and that gives them a lot of leeway.
Right now, Hikaru is he has a minus 1.2 eval, but he's still more than a minute up.
Exactly. Practical, confident. That's the top players. And Magnus is very confident now. He just needs to find the right move. He's hitting this rook, but can't take it because his queen is attacked. So what to do? Maybe he should jump his queen out the way, offer a queen trade, force the queens off the board, because otherwise the white rook would drop, and that might be the clincher. Henriquez leaned back on the camera. That is a bit of a giveaway sign that he wasn't happy there. Looks like Magnus is going to get to his beloved endgames with an extra pawn. At least. 1 minute. He's just been too slow. Henriquez Villagra here. What to do? Would you rather die on your sword, fighting with queens on the board, or in a slow endgame? That's the question I think he was facing.
Henriquez looks like he's choosing neither.
Yeah.
He's just sitting back and saying, I
had him. But he was slightly better. He was never more. Now Magnus is just happily trading off pieces.
Looks quite relaxed here, Magnus.
Yep. And he's done the hard work. And there we go. 2 minutes up on the clock.